Hello guys, many players would like to know who is the best legendary hero to invest in the second season. I will try to be very straightforward right here to explain to you about each hero that's coming now accordingly to the new school of elements. The main heroes of this season, guys. The main hero is not. I'm not going to talk about the new heroes that the developers brought it with this season here, because I already made a video to talk about them. But I'm going to talk about the main ones, the main premium heroes. The main premium heroes that I'm talking about is Aschetius, for part of the Burning Heroes, this guy here. I'm going to talk about him. I'm going also to talk about the Thunderbolt heroes. We see this guy right here, Perkunte. And then I'm going to end up talking about the Ice Blast heroes. And the main hero of the Ice Blast heroes is this hero right here. But guys, before I enter here on this topic, if you didn't bind your account yet, I'd like to ask you to bind your account with me, okay? I hope that you guys can support me well about this. Like, I'm not asking too much, but if it's possible, guys, help me. It's very simple. You guys are going to use this code right here, and then you're gonna be able to bind your account with me. You're gonna help me a lot if you do that, okay? This is very easy for you to be able to reach right here. You can reach even the game, you know, and very simple. But if it's possible, bind, amazing. I'm going to even leave the link for you to be able to do this available in the comments of this video as well in the description. Okay, back now here. I'm going to present each hero here between all these new heroes for part of the School of Elements, the new School of Elements that we have in the second season. Starting here first with Beldelle. Yeah, Beldelle is what I have to say. She is fantastic, okay? And I tell you more. She is the top hero. She's the top hero that does very nice damage using the battle skill, okay? She has an aura, increase all allies attack by 24% in all battles. That's really useful. And then her passive right here, if the hero has Ice Crystal, after casting a battle skill, consumes 1 stack of Ice Crystals and casts the skill again at over 3 stacks of Ice Crystals. Converts 300% of excess critical rate into critical damage. That's a lot. Her bad skill here is where she does more damage. Look at this. She deals plus 420% attack cold damage to the enemy, ignoring the target's shield. Look at this. And then increasing damage dealt by 50% against shields units. Afterwards, the hero gains critical damage up for 5 seconds, up to 5 stacks. 5 stacks, increasing the critical damage. You guys know well that if you go to be the hero, many of these heroes, of course, depending on the hero, don't need to have many critical rate, but for the critical damage works, you need the critical rate, okay? But the critical damage has to be the double or the triple of the critical rate. Just simple as that, will be able to do more damage, okay? Just learning that. And then you have the ultimate skill right here, where she strikes an enemy 3 times, each dealing 3 plus 300% attack cold damage with 50% chance of gaining 1 stack of Ice Crystal. She depends to have Ice Crystals for she does damage. That's why in the ice between the ice elemental heroes right here, the best source hero for her is Sheena. Sheena is the one that has to be aligned with her. Now, listen now, guys. If you do not have Beldelle in your account, you have Nadia and Gertin. These 2 heroes here can do the damage instead of her. It doesn't mean that's going to be the same, okay? But Nadia or Gertin can do the work for you. Mainly Nadia right here for a veteran player, you guys know well. And then second place is Gertin, okay? They do insane damage as well. They are epic heroes, okay? Just remember what I'm saying here, because they are really good, all right? Well, this was Beldelle, and now I'm gonna show here the Aschetius. Well, we have Aschetius right here. This guy here is really interesting. Really interesting. The good point about him is he's the fastest, in my opinion, that execute his ultimate skill. That means that in arena, he is extremely good. Okay, he is so good as Vitar, who part of the Frost hero. You know, they are insane heroes for arena. You know, he represents well, and he's a very solid hero for this case, for this specific battle. But it doesn't mean that you cannot use this hero here in some other scenarios in the game as well. I mean about dungeons, you can use it in terms of Feymander and some other scenarios. The same thing apply for part of the ice heroes, don't get me wrong, but this guy here does well his work. And he has aura here, increases all allies attack by 24% in all battles as well. That's really good, very useful. And then his passive skill, look at this. Basic attacks enemies in 3 adjacent tiles in front. Gains 3% ultimate energy each time an enemy inflicted with Born is hit. For each stack of Born of any targets on the field, the hero gains 1 stack of Scorching Rhythm. So what is this Scorching Rhythm is? Each stack increases attack by 2.5% up to 20 stacks. 20 stacks is right here. That's why he does massively his ultimate skill. And then the Born also does here damage, you know, that applies their blast, dealing plus 100% attack fire damage to surround the enemies in the area. Okay, when dispelling, only 1 stack is removed with the blast triggered. And then ultimate up recharges the ultimate energy by some amount as well. Okay, that's why he's fast. Alright, and then he has bad skill here. He deals plus 400% fire damage to enemies within range and inflicts 50% ignite. What the ignite is? I think it's ignite, right? When stacked to 100%, converts into 1 stack of Born. Can be resisted as well. And then his ultimate skill is the skill that he does a lot of damage. He deals plus 400% attack fire damage to all enemies and inflicts 50% this ignite. I think it's ignite, guys. Don't get me wrong right here. I just forget about. Let me see here. I think it's ignition. And let me see.
Ignite.
Oh, ignite. Sorry. Ignite. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. My spelling is not good here. So ignite. Ignite is the right spelling. So he does this type of ignite, and he attacks all enemies in the area. So this is insane. And he does the blast here, dispelling stacks as well. That's improved a lot his damage, you know. So if this guy attacks fast in arena, he just is like, let's say, he can slam all the enemies there in a quick way. Okay, just simple as that. He's gonna smash everybody in arena. Okay, he's insane good. The best guy, the best source here for part of the Born heroes is Karf. In the same way that Shino works for Beldelle, Karf works really well for Aschetius. Karf is insane one. Alright, and then it doesn't mean that there are no epic hero that can be useful with him. Well, I can tell you that Lily here can do a work, but the good point is about Biggs. Biggs, he just like draw loads of these burns attacks here using these cocktails in the end, you know, but like he's very reliable as well. Just simple as that, you know. But this is the burning hero, guys. And then we end up here with the Thunderbolts. I really like the Thunderbolts as well, because the Thunderbolts they do interesting damage And this hero here, guys, he is going to be insane in the 4th season, okay? And when he gonna be aligned with one of the heroes that's coming in the future, probably Orphan again. So this hero here together with Orphan is insane. You're gonna be very reliable to use even in battles like Temporal Vortex. But in terms of Temporal Vortex, I'm going to explain to you here. After that, I'm going to present this hero, okay? You just have one that is insane. Ooh, just one, okay? But this hero here in terms of arena, he's also really good. And he competes in front there against Aschetius. But in my opinion, my sincere opinion, even though this guy is really cool, I really like more Aschetius. You know, I really like the way that Aschetius does damage, and then even how fast he is, faster than this guy right here. But Perkunte is the guy, and he's increased all allies attack by 30% in Gladiator Arena. He's a hero for Arena, guys can see. And he also here in the passive skill, when the hero presents whenever an ally triggers a lightning chain that deals damage, there is 75% of additionally triggering on lightning bolts, dealing plus 150% attack derivative damage, lightning damage. He depends of these lightning here to do damage, okay? Just remember that. And then another thing here, he based enlightenment, so do not commit the mistake to build this guy wrongly, because he used enlightenment to do damage, and there are heroes already in the game, you guys know well. I don't need to mention here, but Flora is one, we have a Prince, we have so many heroes that use enlightenment. He has to be built on the same way, on the same level, okay? Look at that. He deals plus 200% attack, plus 3000% enlightenment, lightning damage to enemies within range, with a 75% chance of triggering one lightning chain. And then we have here the ultimate skill. Oh, look at his attacking area. Same thing as the statues, okay? Not different. He attacks all enemies twice, okay? Dealing plus 240% attack, plus 2400% enlightenment, lightning damage. The first attack has 100% chance of inflicting electrocute for 8 seconds. The second attack triggers 2 lightning chain, okay? Lightning chain, like based in electrocution, this kind of stuff. It depends on this, okay? That's why this hero here has their specific artifacts differently from the other 3 that are already present here, you know. This hero here, he is very reliable in arena, can be also very useful in some other scenarios in the game, include dungeons as well, include Paymender, okay? Because they do massive damage, okay? Now, each one here, guys, they have this specific new talent tree, okay? This is going to be very strategically when you're going to be building them. I'm not going to show here anything about this now, but this is going to be in a future video. But just for you guys see, you know, for sure many goals here for the Wrathful Dragon Breath, you know, this guy, and then you have the Ice Blast here, that you're gonna go probably here to the daughter of the snowfield, okay? And then like Perkunte, there is not different. I showed Perkunte here, you know, in terms of this, probably everybody gonna go on this way. This is the Thunder Rules Conviction, all right? Yeah, that's exactly the point here about his skills. Probably I think he's going to be here, all right, the main one. But there are different ways now it's possible to build talent tree. And back here in terms of the Thunderbolts heroes, the one that is going to improve more his damage is Shinacton. Okay, she's the main source here for the Thunderbolts. So if you decide to go for Perkunte, try to have him as well, because he's going to boost your Perkunte for he be able to improve well his damage. Just what you see here that he grants 25% attacks up to all Thunderbolts heroes, Thunderbolts allied, that's include the Perkunte for sure, you know, just one example here, you know. And even though he also can boost more in terms of lightning stuff, for Perkunte does well his damage, and then he also increases enlightenment here in the battle, which Perkunte totally needs in terms of his performance as well. So this that here is specific for enlightenment. All right, just an example here. But between the epics, Pilvorm is one that can also be useful. You know, he has specific heal skills here that also improves attacks up in terms of the Thunderbolts heroes. Just an example here. You know, this guy here is very interesting in my opinion. You know, now in terms of these rare heroes here, I go for more for this Howdy here instead of the Ariasu. Just an example, all right? But yeah, these are the heroes, okay? And now you're gonna ask me, well, which one of these heroes is going to be really worth to go in the game, to use in the game for the second season? Without any doubt, now seriously, without any doubt, guys, the hero that you guys have to go for is Beldelle. That's it, you know, no conversation here. She's going to be the one. She is the main one for guys go for. So you're going to have this amazing banner here. You're gonna be able to get her, more Vitar, more Gladys. I think it's Gladys. This hero here. Yeah, Gladys, and then Telendor. For sure, everybody go for her. I think this is going to be the second banner. The banner is pretty interesting, very interesting in my opinion. Look at that, you know, and this is going to be the most pursued banner to go because of Beldelle. I don't have her. I'm gonna be focused to have her for sure. I'm not going to be stupid, because there are already heroes now, players that already have her. So imagine that, you know, the competition is going to be insane, and she is going to be the one that is gonna just like destroy the boss in Taper Over Text. She is massive good, extremely good, much good than any other heroes, you know. Of course, that's going to be interesting when Rook came along in the game, you know, but things can change in the future. I believe that Necros is going to be very powerful as well, because Dark Lady is also coming. That's why I mentioned about one of the heroes here, between the new heroes that we already have in the game here, that is Bernade, you know, because I think she's going to improve well Leovanis in terms of damage. All right, even though there are some others that it does the same, but the Bernade is insane. But the other hero that's supposed to come in the second season is the Dark Lady, you know. That's the hero here behind me, you know. So guys, the best one without any doubt is Beldelle. Now I'm going to show here, just for you guys to have an idea in terms of performance of these heroes, you know, just for you guys to have an idea how they works. So I'm gonna start here first. This is the main hero, the main source for the Ice Blast heroes here. So let's see there, look at this. Just so you guys have an idea how they work. You know, this hero here, she's responsible to bring loads of ice crystals to Beldelle, and then after that, look at the ice crystals there. And then Beldelle uses that to do more and more damage, just like that. You know, that's it. No, I couldn't be able to show here. I'm gonna deploy. 30 seconds is not enough. Okay, this is better. So let's go. Look at this. You know, the responsibility of this girl is to improve the ice crystal, as I showed you there. You know, you see there that the turn meter is recharging the ultimate skill of her, but she does damage according to her battle skill. Like, of course that she does damage with her ultimate skill, but she's very good for battle skill. As I said, you know, that's how Beldelle works in the game. Look at that, insane. Look at that, they reach easily 100k seconds in terms of damage. Look at this, insane. They are insane, you know, massive. Now I'm gonna test here another composition for part of this new one. So let's go here between the thunderbolts and this guy. He's the main guy that does sourcey stuff, you know, and I'm going to improve this. Okay, gonna go for this one. Triggers enlightenment, increase enlightenment by 10. This effect okay. Okay, chain, increases lightning chain damage. The hero lightning chain damage fall off per conduction is reduced by 10%. And I'm gonna go for this one. Okay, gonna go for this one. And Perkunte here, gonna put here something for him. And definitely I'm gonna go for the top there. And then after that I'm gonna improve his enlightenment here down there. Okay, yeah, so now in terms of skill I'm gonna improve here as well, because I improved the other heroes. That's 11, that's a lot. Okay, then the same about this guy. Okay, good. Now you're gonna see here how is going to be the performance of this hero. It's really nice. His ranged hero, look at that. I really like, you know, the performance of his skill there, the ultimate skill. Really interesting. And check about the damage per second there, guys. But again, they are insanely good, as I said. You know, this hero is insanely good, very interesting more for battles in terms of arena. Okay, at the moment, it doesn't mean that he's gonna be able to be used in terms of temporal attacks in the future. Great. So this was the demonstration here for part of him. And then that's the damage there. Okay, redeploy. I'm gonna bring now the burning heroes. The burning heroes here was Aschetius and then Carf. You know, because this guy here is the one. He does that improve more the damage per part of that hero there, you know. Aschetius. Now here is the same thing. Okay, great. I think that I forgot something here. Skill. Okay, good. And then this guy here as well. Alright, so they're done. So let's see here the demonstration. Another hero that's insane in arena. This is Aschetius. Look. Insane. He's very fast. Very fast. So look at how Karth put the burn in there. Look at that. Insane. Really insane. So in terms of comparatives here between Perkunte and Aschetius, they are very similar, but again, I prefer to go for Aschetius instead of Perkunte in terms of arena. Okay, that's my main opinion. But if you think about future, definitely Perkunte is going to be interesting for temporal vortex. Okay. Anyway, guys, again, in my opinion, as I said, the main hero for you guys go for is Beldelle, you know. But you guys can go for like easily for Aschetius and Perkunte. Depends on exactly what you want. But in terms of temporal vortex, we want to be more competitive. Definitely have to go for the Ice Blast heroes. Okay, that's it. I hope this video is going to be interesting for you. You know, Ice Blast hero is going to be the best element. Actually, the ice element is going to be the best one for the second season because of the Ice Blast team, the school of element of Ice Blast. They are going to be, without any doubt, the best one. Okay, and then followed by Necrosis, in my opinion, because the Dark Lady is coming. All right, and then after Necrosis, then you have the others. You guys know well, heavy wide heroes and so on. You know, but for sure, go for the Ice Blast. Right, this is my main opinion. Thank you everybody. Thank you for all the support. This is the video that I really would like to show here to everybody to talk about these heroes. You know, I hope that you guys enjoy and see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Hark! Do you hear it? The anguished wails from the Dragon Queen's retribution. When she forsook us, when she expelled us. They call us the Silent Gods, for we have been exiled beyond the world to where none can hear us speak. How glorious, how serendipitous! All because you have come into contact with his. This should have been our land!
Captivating thought. I fight to defend my soul. One day, I shall depart the unyielding silk and be free of all this.
Now, he has awakened and stands before you. Entangled
choice comes with a price.
Don't see me as one of those goofballs.
Follow my lead. Everything belongs to me!
We shall await. We shall observe. How will you transform this world?